Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Why can I hear an echo? That's funny. Do you guys hear an echo as well? Let me show the camera. Voila. Do you guys hear an echo as well? Ah, and I have the streaming light on. There we go. Is better with this light? No. Shadow in my face. I played a bit with the audio settings, so it might be different. And hello, welcome to another stream. It's been long, 2 weeks, and I'm like, how do I set up the stream? How do I start stuff? How did I put the windows for seeing like what people are writing? I'm terrible with that. Yeah, sorry Bygone for talking about that. I wasn't very aware of that. But apparently quite a lot of people are from India on my YouTube channel. Because somehow indoor navigation there is a very important topic. Like a lot of students ask questions from India about indoor navigation. So, how is the sound? Because when I enable this, I can hear myself twice. I don't know why exactly. I hope it doesn't happen on the stream. Let me check the voice on Zoom. Yes, that doesn't work in the desktop for some reason. Only app. What doesn't work? Pretty low. I'm full volume, bro. Increase it. Okay. Increase what? My voice or the music? Is this? Blah blah test 1 2 3 1 2 3 test. I'm at full volume, bro. Why do you have a crown? Top fans. Oh wow, that's a new YouTube feature. I didn't know that existed before. Okay. This is full volume now. Does this have an effect when I put this higher? When I put it lower? No, that should only be my mic. That's a new thing, I think. Okay. Now much better? Okay. Good, 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 good. You don't hear an echo? Where's my YouTube streaming window? Is there an echo? Wait, let me listen to it. Hello, hello. Test 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Is there an echo? Wait, let me listen to it. Hello, hello. Test 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Oh, it sounds good. Okay, there must be something weird. It is quiet. Why is it so quiet? I don't know. I don't know. Let me know if I need to adjust anything again. There is no echo, I think. Thanks, Ryan. All good. Thanks, Krishna. Oh, you're fan number 2. Oh, you have experience points. Interesting. You probably get those points. Let me check. Ah, now I hear myself twice from. What's that leaderboard? A place for fans to stand out in the community. The top 3 fans get special badges in the live chat. It resets every stream, so you can always try again. Aha, okay. So, yeah, there was echo now because I was watching my own stream. So, thanks for that. Should be better. Okay. Let's get started. Because I have still an hour and 15 minutes. I want to end the stream before 10:15. That's like our new family rule. Let's put it that way. Let me close some windows here. That was from work. Okay. So what we were working on. It's funny. I put it to like 10%. To 1%, I can still hear it very well. That's ridiculous. Oh no, not 1 hour and 15 minutes. What do you mean, big red hands? Are they red? Aha, the one I sent. Yeah, I don't like those emojis too much from YouTube, but voila. Okay. So today, still too loud, isn't it? I think it's too loud. Yeah, it should be like a bit in the background. Okay. So I really want to finish this this path, this footsteps path. You know, I don't know if Ryan for sure knows about it. I have this footprinter, and so this is just a game object that I can drag around in the scene, and it creates these footsteps. I don't think we're gonna continue tweaking on it. There's still some things I don't very like. For example, that when it's standing still, they're not next to each other. Isn't that the same rendering of house that looks like a lucid dream and it has oversized it? Yeah, so this was our old apartment, or apartment we lived in. Apparently I need to scan a new site and maybe replace this with my working place at the moment, because I cannot go there anymore for testing in real life. So maybe I'm gonna show this next stream how I'm gonna do that. Because eventually when you download the repository that's available in the description, then you will have to replace this, otherwise you cannot test it. So oh, my wife is coming. Give me a sec. We have family prayer. Give me 5 minutes. Sorry. And we're back. Hello, hello. Sorry about that interruption, but family duties are most important. We have like a family prayer before kids go to sleep. And a story. 2 stories, 1 per child. So, these are still too long. Where did the tiny man in the corner go? So, here. Yeah, he's back. So, Krishna, I hope you saw this before. I don't remember. I think you were in this live stream before. So, but yeah, been a while until we had this result. Let me check. Ground check distance. Footprint distance. What does that mean again? Try it out. Ah, so this is the distance between. And then fade delay is like in seconds, I think. So if we shorten this. Yeah, that's much better. Let's say even shorter. Yeah, this is much better. So we're gonna have something like this. Or maybe a bit more. Hand trails. Stop watching your live stream, brother. What do you mean? So okay. If we go slowly. Oof. The thing is, we had this by the echo. What echo is there? I'm not watching my stream anymore. It's muted. Ryan, is there still an echo? Maybe I have it open somewhere else? No. Here? No. Ryan says, you're bad. You were listening stream twice. I don't know. Okay. What I'm not so happy about is that if this is slowly, then yeah, because the fade delay is by not by distance, it's by time. But then we can just increase this, right? Oh, what was this anyways? It was like 1. We'll see how it will turn out in real life. Not today, but yeah. So what do we have? This 1. I had 2 browsers open. Gotta stop using Chrome. Yeah, I also stopped a bit using Chrome. I'm mainly using Firefox, but I just use it for streaming. So let's check this again. This goes about like this. Maybe let's put it to 0.75 or 0.5. Okay. For this to work, there's a need to be a round layer mask, and this needs to be floor. So this is printed on this floor. I wonder. Maybe when we don't have a render, this should work as well. Just for the detection, of course, it has to have a box collider as well. Where's our footprinter? Boom. Great. So now we need to have set this up in our area target or in our environment here. So we need to have a floor. Let's see. Game object. What is this? What is this? Empty game object for nothing. Okay. Delete. Map. This is the map. Ah, we can use the map. Maybe not, because we have already a layer. Can we select multiple layers? No. Minimap only. So this is the layer that is used for the minimap. Covered this in a previous, no, not in a previous, but in a previous. So as you can see here, we have this minimap, and this is essentially a camera over here. Can we enable it? Minimap camera. So this is, where is it? Up here. Up here. Looking down like this on the map. That's a bit the quick and dirty tool that I found for a minimap. So what we're gonna do now is we have another object. Floor, footprints floor. Wait, how big we created this one? Minimap is cool, thanks. Can you make this interactable rendering like Sims free play? But why there were chickens? But the chickens, this was an Easter egg that I created through my bachelor thesis. Because I wanted to have a bit of practice with NavMesh and NavMesh agents. And then had this fun idea about 3 chickens. I found a free chicken. It was already rigged and animated, so I only had to set up the animator code, and then connect it with the animations, and then I programmed this chicken behavior, and the chicken behavior would start behavior. It spawns like in a random radius, like span radius. What does it take? Where is this called from? Spawning chicken distance. Okay, 5 meters. It would take like 5 meters. Yeah, this is the Easter egg controller. And then the behavior. So in 5 meters, 5 meters distance, it's gonna take a random spot. And then it's turning and making a sound. It's eating, it's showing the eating. And it's also making the sound, and then stops, and then it walks somewhere, and where it's walking there's like a grass spawned, and then it's when this is done, when it arrived there, turn ahead and make sound, and then you can catch it. Like you have to go there and tap it, click on it, and then you have like a small little game progress. And then when you catch them all, I think I showed that in the video. New chicken found, and then if you find all 3, chicken achievement set active. Okay, and then how do I trigger this? Easter. Oh yeah, I can enable the Easter egg. Click achievement. Okay. And if you found all 3, then it's spawning 100 chickens, like at a random location on the whole nav mesh. And when you get all of them, then you have another special notification. Is it possible that you can like connect the 3D animation of a shoe or something like that? Funny enough against. Connect 3D animation of a shoe or some walking object over the spawning nav mesh agents. So the thing is, the thing is, you're talking about those footsteps here, right? I mean, everything is possible. We are in a 3D physics engine. Everything is possible. It's just a matter of time and patience. Yes, I could create 3D animation. I could even create a 3D rendering of you, Ryan. If you scan yourself, rig yourself, and animate yourself. Because I'm not gonna do that. That takes a heck lot of time. Maybe like 100 to 300 hours. There are some AI tools to do this quicker, I guess, but I've never rigged an entire character. That takes a lot of time. This is still one of the hardest jobs in animation. But yeah, you could create 3D animated footsteps that walk like this. It's just a matter of and charge patience of 1 hour and 50 minutes. Yeah, so that's the thing, you know. You have to, in programming, there's always this problem or this yeah, you always have to prioritize things because complex things takes time. And this is a funny bug. Not a funny bug, but funny behavior. Or I broke something. What did I change? Did I change anything? Ah, maybe I was walking up and down. Moving up and down. Ah, I was using this one. Of course, this will never. Yeah. I will break your PC. I take a lot of mushrooms. I think change footprints, make it chicken legs. Eventually, this would be doable. Let's check now how we do this. So we want floor. How we stick a floor here? Of course, this is much too big. Ah, we can just scale this down and use this one. Let's see. It should. I wonder. No, it should not show up in the minimap. Does this cover all the areas? Should, huh? Okay. I wonder if we put it above, if we see it on the minimap. It should not, because in the render camera, we defined that only minimap only layer is showing up. Footprint floor. Okay, so this is floor, mesh render off. Let's check. So this should show above. Curious if this shows on the minimap here. Footprinter, where is it? Yeah, it is not. Maybe they're also a bit big. Or maybe they should be a bit smaller. Be very big. Like big man. Footsteps. Can create them a bit smaller, I guess. That's my first impression now. Like a directional issue of what? Oh, Krishna, did you catch CD? B5. Ah, is this like a serial show or serial? Okay. CED, what is CED? TV show. Let's educate everyone. Popular Indian large cream. Prime cream. Looks cool. That looks like Ryan when he's angry. And you hadn't had a chicken ramen. Yeah, I got distracted. That's the worst. The worst to not get distracted. Because we only have 45 minutes left. Okay. It's okay a bit. It's okay to get a bit distracted. Not too much though. What happened? Where did I click? Something that is very helpful is this. So I can click it, but nothing happens. Also UI, I don't want to click on the UI. Hold on. But be aware that when you try to click here something, oh, why I cannot click it? The problem is, but those I need to click, but I don't want to touch the destinations, for example. Okay. Does it affect children too? Yeah, of course. Focus now or regret later. Yeah, man, time is little. I mean, I need to check on long term that I'm not depleting my energy, and that's what I've been doing like last 5 to 10 years. I'm a very passionate person, and I try to push myself to get things done or to do fun projects like this. But eventually, I also need to go to bed on time. And yeah. I cannot deplete energy, bro. Is an energized battery. My son is an energy pack. So we did this. We want to make it smaller. Where's our prefab? I think we only need to. Simple thing could be 0.5. Boom. That might be a bit too small. Let's do 0.75. You can just do this one. 5. And they're a bit far from each other, so let's take this closer. Should they overlap? Like when you're walking? Like, okay, when you're walking quickly, they overlap, but if you're walking casually... Let me walk a bit. I did this before. Don't have much place to walk with these headphones. Nah, you barely overlap. If you overlap, you're like really walking slow. After full chicken ramen soup. He's always on 1 HP. Yeah. Yeah, and also if I'm doing cycling training, like next year I wanna do an Everesting on one of the mountains near my workplace. And I'm gonna prepare like half a year for this, and cycling training is just so exhausting. Like, yeah, that will be interesting. And at the moment I'm a bit I'm not training because I was 1 week I had like very heavy sinus infection, so I'm less tired than usual, which is also good. Let's try this out. 1 steps. Great. He's always on 1 HP. Yeah, like that was funny. When I realized it was last Wednesday when I got sick, I came into the office and like a colleague was like tapping on my shoulder. Almost fell down. It really felt like 1 HP. I like that a bit more. Now it's just they're a bit too far away from each other. Let's also do this by half. But now it looks a bit sketchy. Yeah, I can live with that. We can perfect things later. Like in programming, you should not get too obsessed with the details in the beginning. Like go through the whole process of your whole app first, or like implement all features that are necessary first, and then go on the details. Otherwise, you'll lose focus on so many details. Slim Shady walk by. No more requests. Oh no, Mr. Burglar with footprints in my home. Slim Shady. It's good enough, yeah. Thanks. So we have that. We have them on the right floor. Now what we need. We have the line. We have the line? Oh, we're not running. So eventually, what you want is in the settings. Why is this so bad quality? Portrait. Let's have this one. Okay, please. Okay. So in the settings, you want to be able to enable footprints, and then you want to see the couch. Oh, come on. Not unreachable. So when I switch to footprints, then what I want is that the line... Oh, we can enable the line as well. But we need the line for having the footprints. But when you enable the footprints, I mean, they will be separate. Footprints will also have a line, but it will only be invisible, and it will have this footprint object in front of it. Is that a zoning technique for using that makes the footprint stay on the line instead of moving to other spaces? A zoning technique? So there was a zone. What do you mean? There was a technique I used to place the footprints in front of the player, but I disregarded this. Or discontinued that. So the new approach will be, we have the line, and then, I mean, we know that here this is our position, and then we'll follow the line for 1.5 meters or 2 meters in front, and then there we will have this footprinter. This footprinter object will be there, and it will be like dragged along the line. That is the idea. Like predestined area and a round of areas restricted for use to code image. Aha, yeah. So exactly. So here I cannot navigate. I mean, it's a bit bad practice that it has an error and doesn't try to fix that. But that's a whole different issue. We're currently just walking on the area. But if you want to look at it, we have. Why is it not visible? Show nav mesh. For some reason, the nav mesh is not visible. Ah, here it is. Only if we select it. Okay. I think there's a setting where you can always make it visible. Ah, maybe it is when we have this window, AI, navigation. There is a setting, I think, that you can always have it open. I don't remember where it is. Maybe it's on the nav mesh itself. No. Okay, so let's see what we have. We have the footprinter, we have the footprints. I'll also adjust the footprints. Air path steps. So this was the previous attempt. And here we spawned the feed. And that was very, I mean, it worked kind of, but it had a couple of flaws. And so that's why we had this new, came up with this new idea, because I saw it like as an asset. And then I wanted to recreate this behavior that we have an object that we can just drag around. So instead of spawning the footprints, we just, I mean, we also spawn them, but it's not spawn it in relation to the player. We spawn it independent of the player. We just have a game object that drags around the surface and then spawns the footprints. So essentially what we need, I mean, the footprinter could be a controller, so we can just leave it up here. Utils, is this a utils? Air path visualizer, air path steps. Need to be careful now not to mess up things. Or to use our... Yeah, so this was the old one. Maybe just get rid of this and have the footprint here. But we also... Where's the old line? Air path visualizer. Ah, they have the line renderer. When we don't need the line renderer, we have the render path. Yeah, so we don't need a line renderer. Yeah. So I mean the footprinter. No, the footprinter should be a script itself. Yeah. So then we have a what do we call it? Footprint navigation. Footprint guide. So the footprint guide should be the thing in front. Or footprint controller. Let's call it footprint controller. It's exciting. Okay. Let's create a new script somewhere. Footprints. Yeah, we're just gonna start a new one to not confuse things. Footprint controller. What's the time? What happened? You leaving Krishna? Why? Good night. Thanks, man. 1 AM. Oof. Yeah, man. Good night. Take some rest. Okay. So. Listen from player to footsteps. I mean, we should be able to use some of these things to stay for till the sky and my screen sleeps. Okay. We wait for this white man to sleep. It will be soon, man. Okay. So we don't want to draw the footsteps in this method, but let's check. Where are we placing the footprints? Path distance iteration total. Spawn point. Essentially, the spawn point is where we want to put the game object. The tranquilizer. Current corner, next corner. Previous distance. Game object. Okay, let's just copy this. Why is this? Uh-huh. Corner. We don't need to print prefab. Footprint spawn. We don't need a spawn. Yeah, we don't have a spawn. Last spawn point. We need that? No. Spawn first footprint. I don't think we need this either. Then we have the path. Height above ground. Also don't care. Destination A and B. This we need for the line, I guess. Do we need it though? Yeah, it's still playing on SM. What I'm not so happy about with this solution is that we have like 2 controllers if you have both enabled. I mean, this is a showcasing app, but still we're not using one. Like we're doing this individually. We're calculating the root. But okay, fix that another time. So we have the path. Footsteps. Estimation. We don't need estimation. Here we calculated the path every 10th of a second. Partial path. Okay, we stop the navigation if you have an invalid path. Fall asleep from confusion. What granny's game are you talking about? I heard this song before, are we? Yeah, we're soon looping the playlist again. So we now want to draw them. We want to place foot. Drag. printer along the agent path. Okay. Distance from last bomb. Do we need that? No. Corner, going to the corner, current path distance. Spawn point. Okay, so then here we have the spawn point. What we still need is the public printer. Printer. Read this game object. And then, I mean, we know we have this spawn point. Look to the next corner. I don't think we need this. Position the printer. Remove. This we don't need anymore. Oops. Position the printer. So then we have the spawn point, and we basically move the the printer game object on position to new vector 3 spawn point what is that, x spawn point y spawn point that. The problem that is probably will be happening, this will not, it's only doing this the feed spawn distance. Do I need to read the whole chat? Bro, they're having an own conversation. How do streamers do that? You gonna fall asleep from confusion? Yes, I'm falling asleep. The easy one, damn. What game are you talking about? The version of it being a mobile version of the scary game. Let's look at the screen we're talking thing. Sure. He's so clueless. Yeah. I mean, I'm also here clueless, but let's ask Gemini to do some magic. Which accounts? Okay. So HD. I can also stop stream now and play DayZ for 20 minutes, which will be not worth it. Because in 20 minutes you like start the game and walk out of the house and get shot. Okay, so I wonder if this will work if I ask that this way. Let's already see what's happening, so we know what we are talking about. So in general, it should, when it's moved, move to another place, but then it will be stuck because we have this current path distance, each spawn distance. It should always be ahead, not only partially. Tomorrow, no, tomorrow we have already plans. Thursday night. So let's check. I mean the footprint. Ah, we've not assigned the footprint. We need the footprint controller. We need the footprinter. Spawn distance. I mean, if the feed spawn distance is 0, let's check. Nothing is happening. Lame. Why is it there? Ah. Because no one is calling this function. We need to go into the air. Controller. And here we have the air steps, but we want the air what's it called? No, it's the footprint controller. Voila. And now they're talking what? Florida. Ali. Sir. I need a translator. Indonesisch. Das ist schon da. So, let's see what's happening. Oh no, wrong direction. Yeah, so it is working. When I'm walking backwards, you get followed. So wait, we have both enabled now? This distance is too small. What did I set it to? 2.5. We need a bigger distance. We need a bigger distance. How do we do this? How do we do this? We make this bigger, like before. And then we'll have an navigation. Let's have a new destination. out here. Base. So, and what we also need to is our nav mesh service fake. So here we have the problem we have. I mean, that will not connect. So what we could try to, I hope our nav mesh agent's not gonna get stuck. Try add a link. Let's copy this link. Link base. But basically this connects this to an F mesh and it should be linkable. Milk is flooding the house. Yeah, my chat left the fridge open. The cow. So, over the couch. Why is it unreachable? Alright, what happened? Ah, maybe because of this floor. Wait, let's check. Why this became unreachable? Ah, is that an issue? Check. Ah, no, that's stupid. That shouldn't be an issue. Like, I enable this for baking. I bake it. And then disable the mesh here. And boom, this is our new nav mesh. Why? Ah, it does work though. What the heck? Why is it showing unreachable? Okay, some glitch in the matrix. Space. What is happening? We need the floor. Otherwise we get lost. Oh, it's not enough. Should be more in front. Where did I control that? Controller? Heat spawn distance. Oh, I think that's the distance, how much ahead it should be. Let's say 2 meters. Okay. 3 meters. Oh, we can also add it on runtime. This might be unreachable because we don't have the line enabled, or what? Do have the line enabled? Yeah, so for short distances, kind of sucks because 3 meters is already like well ahead. Base. Kinda works. The only problem is when I like walk away. That's a whole different scenario, yeah. Yeah, man, when I walk away, I have a problem. Okay. This still should be a bit more ahead. 3 meters, 4 meters. Are we happy with that result? What do you guys think? 4 meters is too much. Ooh, where am I? And I think they're a bit too close to each other if you look from this perspective. Okay, let's disable the line. No, they're good. So, what do you think, Pat? Are we done with this? Are we happy with this? I mean, we would need to test it on site. Where is this showing, bro? Where is this showing? I mean, that's another issue. The I know what. So let's leave that 3. Agent visibility. We need that. Uh-huh. This is from the line. Of course, then it's not updated. Already an hour. I'm looking like a zombie. Maybe. Looking good. Damn, already an hour. Maybe if you get extra time, please make the scans more redefined. Maybe drag the texture by or stitch them together. Yeah, time is passing a piece of cake. Yeah, man. So, we don't need to make the scan more accurate because this is not used inside the game or inside the app. Like, this is just for programming visual. It's like a reference to know where stuff is. We still don't have the toggle. Toggle is not connected with the actual footprinter. I don't want to. Let's try to go into this really quick. UI. Where's the canvas here? Settings UI. Here it was. Toggle but nav mesh footprints toggle. Okay. Toggle air path steps. Okay. Go there. Toggle. Air path. Visualize the toggle air path steps. If air paths footprint controller instance, then set active. Ah, it just toggles. Okay. That's it. That would be cool. I don't know why it is showing. And why you're looking this direction, like when you're starting, that's a bug. Bug. So now, obviously we need to, why is it not disappearing? Aha. No. Yeah, why it's not working? Oh yeah, it's taking this off. The problem is the footprints, they don't have a parent. They need to be parented off the footprinter. And I'm toggling the footprinter. Is he public? Yes, he's public. Set active. Not this game object. We need footprint controller point instance point printer game object. And then we take this. Toggle this. And then we need to adapt our printer. Footprinter. And then the footprinter. This was, by the way, generated by Claude AI, I think. In the meantime, I think Gemini is better. But, okay. Prints, active footprints. Where are the active footprints? Spawn. New footprint. Here it's footprinted. Okay. New footprint punct form punct parent. this game object. So it should not show up random in the UI, but it will be attached to both printer. Yeah. I hope that works. Then when we're moving, we might move everything. Might be sketchy. That might be sketchy. Yeah, exactly. Dang it. That doesn't work, bro. That doesn't work. We need a child game object. But that will move. So we need it separate. We need a separate game object here. Footprint controller. Ah, it could be parent of the. Yeah, that will not move. Okay. No, that's stupid. Footprints. We don't have time. 3 minutes, guys. Public game object footprint. Does that make sense? Does it make sense? I'm not sure. Footprint. Parent. I'm in panic mode now. No. So and then in here we deactivate footprinter. Oh, we don't need to deactivate the footprinter. Yeah, we just deactivate the footprinter as well. And we deactivate the foot. Enter footprints. That. Okay, we have one try. One try and then we're done. One try and then we're done. Even. Come on. Space. Bro, we did something wrong. Why are there not Ys here? I don't understand. But can we deactivate it? The problem is we can. Yeah. But they're added here and they're not added this. Okay. Figure this out next time. Time is running short, bro. Too many projects. I'm gonna do this later. All right. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for the chat. We'll fix this next time. Unfortunately, there are limits to time and space. And I hope you learned something. I certainly did make a bit of progress. And see you next time. Peace.